All right, good morning, everyone. It is September 21st of 2025, and the amount of new members that have made their way into the Discord server, all I can say is, wow. I wasn't expecting that, but word is getting out there that we're offering something that others are not, and that is very, very flattering. But at the same time, as many of you know, the platform that I use right here is Thinkorswim. It's from Schwab. If you've been trading for a long time, it used to be uh, TD Ameritrade's platform, but then Schwab acquired them for the platform. At least I believe that's why they did it, but they would tell you otherwise. But this platform by far is lights out, one of the best trading platforms because you can customize it. And one of the things that a lot of the new people have been asking is, hey, I live in a different country and I've been using TradingView or I've been using some other platform because I cannot open an account with Schwab and use their Thinkorswim platform. So there's two things I would recommend. First of all, if you know someone in the US, have them open up an account for you so that you can use the platform. But if that's not an option, today's video is going to be a little bit different in the sense that we are going to actually explore one of the free websites that offers hopefully the same scan that we use. And the scan that I'm referring to is that I have my own basket of stocks right here. You guys can see this right here, that this is what I have deemed what I want to trade. And if you haven't done that, I would recommend that you take the time to actually decide who you are in all this and what you want to trade. For example, I will only trade stocks that I know that are USA based and have roughly over 1 million shares per day. Uh, that's just from the 15 years of trading that I've done. I have found that when I focus on those filters right there, that I just do better. Okay, and so when people say, "Hey, I've got this name from China," and what do you think? I think I would I wouldn't even consider it. That's what I think. But if you want me to look at it, I definitely will look at it. But as the server continues to grow more and more and more, just understand that you're here to really try to learn uh, what I'm trading and how I'm trading, not necessarily to trade the stuff that doesn't apply to how I trade. But like I said, that doesn't mean that I won't take a quick look at it. It really depends on what the market's kind of doing at that time. And I know that sounds rotten, but it's the truth. It really is the truth. For those of you who have been with me for a long time, you know that the second candle on the 160-minute chart, that's probably a great time to ask me a question because that's really where and everyone just kind of we take a deep breath, right, and we just manage from there until we get the third candle. But let's go to this actual website that I was talking about. And this is the one that I just linked for someone. And it's this guy right here, this stratscan.z16.webcore.windows.net. And I gave this website to someone who's in a different country because they don't have the opportunity or the ability to actually scan what I scan. Now, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, this is my Thinkorswim, and this is the full time frame continuity scan that I was able to get from someone, and then I tweaked it to work for my list of stocks for my basket. And you can see immediately that these are all the full time frame continuity stocks right now. And then, of course, once you know that full time frame continuity exists and you really buy into that system, then all you care about the setups going into today or the next day. And these are the ones and the two downs for the 222 rev up, or the threes to go 3-2 up. And I have found too that by just focusing on those three setups every day, I do so much better because everything else is noise. So the goal here is to try to get this website to do the same thing. And what we're gonna do, because I've never done this and this is real time, we are actually going to drill down into this. And I think a really good place to start would be the weekly. Johnny Trader would probably be so proud of me to say the weekly, because here's the deal. If we go back to my website or to my scan, I also want to know what has paused here going into the week. And if we look at MPC, I'm just going to pick this one. You can see that MPC has a 3-1 setup. And we're set up for 2-1 for the day, which would give us, if we go higher, you know, the continuation that we're looking for here for the month, for the quarter, and for the year. Because remember now, the year can only go 3 from here on out because it's already committed to 2 down and now they're buying it up. So the only possible scenario is a 3 for the strat. All right. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to add this one to my scan, to my daily setup, because I like that. And then of course, you know, we can do the same thing here, but again, let's go back to this website. So let's do the weekly and the monthly. And let's go to patterns of, we could do the 1, we could do the 2 down, oops, and the 3, right? Because those are the ones I told you that I like to focus on, the 1, the 2 down, or the 3. And if you really wanted to, you could possibly pull this back and just take this down to the day. Let's do that. Let's just take it down to the day like I did. And then the sector, just leave this on all. And the combos, you know, let's just do all combos here. Even though you guys know I like rev strats, let's just do all. And let's just, let's see what we get here, okay? Let's see. Blah, 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 volume ranges. You guys know 1 to 5 million. That's something I do like. And then the price range, that's strictly up to you if you want to do that. I mean, everyone is different. I'm going to leave that right there. And then once you do that, it looks like it populated or did the scan immediately. So here we go. Here's Costco, the daily time frame. It tells you the sector, the time frame, the day, and the pattern is 2 down. So let's see if that's true. Let's go to Costco and see if that is an actual 2 down for the day. And you can see that right here, 2 down right here for the day, and then we have 2 down for the week. So yeah, this might be one where you want to know if you go 2-2 rev into earnings, because this is earnings right here, 925. So yeah, Costco might be a good one. Whether or not it's red or green, it doesn't matter, but I do know people out there who will only trade the green ones. But I'm not one of those guys, so I'm going to stick to my rules. 957.45, I'm going to create that alert. 957.45. And then I'm going to get rid of these old alerts down here and add this to my daily setup. In TradingView, I have no idea how to do that, or with some of the other platforms that are out there. We're just using this free website in order to find potential setups going into tomorrow. So let's look at Netflix. That's another one. All right, so yeah, so Netflix is a 2-1. So far this website is pretty accurate, and then if you look at the actual week here, we are set up for a 2-2 rev to go up. I like Netflix. Now, is Netflix something that you want to trade? Only you can decide that, because it is an expensive stock, okay? Don't go all hero and try to trade something that you're not comfortable with. The goal is to identify the setup, and then once you take it, because you understand risk reward, is to sit in it comfortably, not to obsess about it or be fearful. And that's a different video for a different day. But I know more people who will look at this and go, "Oh God, Netflix is right here, and this thing is set up, so therefore I'm going to come in here and I'm going to trade this 0 day option right here for $2,000." Don't do that. Please don't do that. That's not the intent of this video. Let's go back over here. Lowe's, SPGI. Um, let's do this. Let's see. I wish we could sort by the price here, but it doesn't look like we can do that. It looks like we have to come up here to the price range. And so if you're fairly new to trading, let's just do 10 to 50. And look, immediately just by doing that, we now have a list of stocks here within that range. Let's look at some of these I know and others I do not know. Um, Mosaic, I know Mosaic, MOS. Mosaic, yeah, 2-1. And now keep in mind though, the setup for the week is, in my opinion, bad because this is a possible 322 continuation or a possible 322 rev back down. Could go either way, so you have to keep an open mind. So in this situation here, if I know it has to take out 34.59, I'm going to come right here to 34.60. Okay. And then I'm going to create a conditional order within Thinkorswim and put this at 3.42 below. And so now I have this conditional order right here, which tells me this is the week, the range for the week, and it can go either way. And then of course, if you want to, you can drill down into the day. That's strictly up to you whether or not you want to do that. But overall, for a free website, this isn't too bad. Highly recommend that you play around with it. Yeah, not bad. Am I going to use this going forward? Probably not. I mean, I've got my own setup within Thinkorswim, but again, if you are just looking for something that you can scan on, I think you should check this out. All right, until then, take care and God bless, and we'll see you in the Discord.